What is happening, people? Welcome to the Manc Talk. We are back. We're in the studio. I've got man like Lewis in the building. City Extra people. Make sure you guys like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to City Extra. And Lewis, man, we're here. Manc Talk. We're back, man. Good feeling, man. How are you, man?
Yeah. Decent, bro. Decent. Obviously, obviously we had football last week, innit? So it was a bit slow there. But yeah. We had a good performance against Dortmund, and then we got a win. I don't know.
And then we got your opening nights in it. I know. I see how you tried to banter me, but I cocked you still. You know what I mean? I was like, listen.
No, you didn't cut me at all. You need to chill with those tweets, mate. You need to,
your opening nights. What can I do, man? You know what I mean? Like it's one of them. Like,
don't gas it up the way that you did.
You know what it is? Yeah, I just use Twitter for just like bantering it, and anyone that takes it seriously, like you could put now on Twitter like this, and then you'll get this guy coming at you, be like, no. This should be this, and you're deluded, and you're this and that. And I'm like, oh, chill, man. You know what I mean? You're going to be like City fans when we talk about Jack Grealish, innit? You know what I mean? Like, I bet you're sick of that question, innit? Like, Jack Grealish. But you know what it is, yeah? Like, I feel like we don't talk enough about Jack Grealish just because he's won the Premier League. And listen, we you know, Tom Cleverley won the Premier League. We've had Anderson, we've had so many players won the Premier League, but let's be real, like, has he justified the price tag of 100 million? Because I think he's a flop, me. I generally think, and that's, you know what it is here? Yeah. We have very, very bad connotations with the word flop. Flop means it hasn't worked out, he hasn't justified his price tag, and that's how it is. I'm not trying to slander Jack Grealish, because I think he's been a good player.
I don't know if flop means you haven't justified your price tag, because a lot of players don't justify the price tag. I think a flop has got to be like a complete disaster. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, what I would say is, is Jack Grealish has been brought in for a multi-year project. He's not been brought in to do it now and to win City the Champions League. He was already winning Prems before he came. You know what I mean? He's there to help the team develop himself. Last year wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? It was under par, but I think it was overdone how bad it was last year. I don't think it was as bad as people were making out. But still not good enough. I'm still saying he wasn't good. He needed to improve. But we also say, and City fans will know this watching this, that especially with Pep Guardiola, you always give our wingers at least a year to get into it, because no winger at City has ever done it. Sane didn't do it, Mahrez didn't do it, Bernardo was a bit of an anomaly because he's not really a winger.
I was going to say.
A little bit. So, you know, it takes time. It takes time. So what I would say is,
does it suit you guys? Be honest. Like, you know, when you look at Man City and what they've had in the past, Sane, Sterling, direct wingers, like, Grealish, I feel like with Grealish is that Pep Guardiola wants him to operate in a certain way, but he's not that player. Grealish takes people on, he beats a man, he drives them to space.
I hear what you're saying, but then to say that, you're basically then going against Pep Guardiola, one of the greatest managers of all time. Pep Guardiola has obviously given the okay to the board to spend £100 million on Jack Grealish. So he must believe that Jack Grealish can work in his system. Otherwise, we're basically saying, nah, Pep Guardiola's wrong, and you know he can't work in his system. What I'd say is given this season, and at the end of this season, if it's not worked, then ask questions. But I can't really criticise the guy too much when we're seven or eight matches into the season. One thing that I would say though is you've got to look at what Jack Grealish does on that left-hand side. He's an inverted winger, So what's he doing? He's cutting inside. But the problem is, we played him like against Dortmund with Cancelo left-back. What does Cancelo do? He cuts inside. We also played him with Gundogan on the left-hand side. He's right-footed. He cut inside as well. So basically, we had no width, no one overlapping him, and both Cancelo and Gundogan, was in that sort of space, in that pocket, that area where Jack Grealish wants to
So what do you do then? Because Cancelo's one of the best left backs.
What you'd have to do, so what you'd have to do is you'd have to put Cancelo to right back, which you can do at the moment because Kyle Walker's not fully fit. Play Sergio Gomez, a new signing at left back, so he can then overlap straight away. Straight away, when Grealish gets the ball, then you get Gomez to overlap. You'd expect their full back, who's defending against Grealish,
to kind of be
to go with Gomez. Otherwise, Grealish can just play Gomez in, and Gomez can just put the ball in. And I would also consider playing Bernardo Silva on that left-hand side, because he has looked like he works well with Grealish. I think playing Gundogan and playing Cancelo, I mean, these are good problems to have, by the way. Playing them two, I just think it stifles his game, man, and it's sort of...
You know, like there was a passage of play where he was trying to beat a man on, then he went all the way back and then lost the ball. And I was like, that kind of epitomised Jack Grealish's his performances. You know what it is for me? Like, the more I look at it and the more I'm seeing City play, and now obviously you've brought in Foden, you've got Alvarez, and Sterling, the way it's worked for so many years, and Leroy Sané. I just don't know if Jack Grealish will be that kind of player that I think City fans, hope for and taking people on. Then again, you have got Pep Guardiola. It's a clash of personalities, it's a clash of like styles, and that's where I think, will Pep Guardiola think, you know what, I'm going to change my ways just to suit one player? Or will he say, you know what? Because every time you play them two, Mahrez and Grealish, it seems to be a bit of a sticky one. And then you bring Foden on.
One of the main issues we have when we play them two together, which is pretty slow anyway, we play inverted fullbacks, bro.
Yeah.
We play inverted fullbacks, inverted wingers. Normally, right, when you think of some of the best inverted wingers in the world, you think of like the Ribery's and the Robins.
Yeah.
They always had 9 times out of 10 fullbacks who'd be bombing down the wing.
Alaba and then Lam on that side.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So obviously it changed later on when Lam went in the mid. Not sure who was bombing down the wing at that point. But usually when I was growing up and watching them two, because when I think inverted wingers, they're the ones that come to mind. You know what I mean? They're the ones that I go, they were basically the pinnacle of inverted wingers. Yeah. And they always had options. So then if they cut inside and went, oh shit, I can't go in here because there's loads of players around. I'll just pop it off to my fullback who's made a sick run down. We don't have that. So Mahrez and Grealish are cutting inside, and they're just being faced with opposition players, our own players, and then if they want to turn around and play it to the fullback, oh, guess what? There's no one there because they're inside. So I just think that maybe Pep, and again, I say this with caution because you don't want to question him, but maybe Pep needs to consider or think about, if you are going to play inverted wingers, then play Cancelo right back, Gomez left back. And if you're going to play Cancelo left back and Walker right back, who will invert as well, then maybe play your more natural wingers, like your Foden on the left.
I just think they're more effective, and it just shows you, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think City have been crazily good this season. And that's one thing.
We're not.
I'll be honest with you, like, I don't think City have been amazingly. Obviously, you've got the beast in Haaland up front, and he's been the main difference. But like I said, with the Grealish situation, is that I just look at it and then I think Southgate's picked him in the squad. I'm looking, how have you justified that? Like,
well, who else would you pick then?
Sancho's had a decent. I think he's had a decent start to the season, but everyone wants to know that where's Sancho going to arrive, and it's been a flop. When you look at Sancho and when you look at his Man United career, you look at the team that he's been brought in, and you look at what happens with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He rarely has bad games. If you actually watch him, he doesn't have games where he impacts a game, like, generally, but he keeps things tidy, he keeps his ticking. But you looked at the quality of his goals, well, and in an international stage, and what we're going to World Cup, you need guys that are calm under possession. And I was looking at the England squad, and I thought, that's why I was like, on my match reaction, like, sod you, Southgate, you know what I mean? You don't deserve Sancho.
But you just said then, you just said then that calm under possession. Grealish is one of the best ball-playing wingers we have in terms of keeping the ball. All right now he's not doing a lot with the ball, but he rarely loses the ball. He's very good at holding possession. And you know what Southgate's like? I don't personally like Southgate's style of football.
Mate, I don't even know what it is.
It's boring football. It's anti-football. Do you know what I mean? But if you go in with that style, then Grealish is a player that you would have over. In fact, you'd probably say if you play in that style, you probably have him over Foden.
Yeah.
Because Foden is more of a player who, like you say, he'll make stuff happen.
Yeah.
But he's more likely to lose the ball than Grealish. But that's what Southgate's like. Now, that's not what I like. I prefer to play the Fodens, the Sanchos, the players who are going to, go forward and make shit happen. And you know what, they'll make a mistake and we might get counter-attacked or what, but I want to watch good football. But that's not Southgate.
Yeah, and this is the thing now, and I just look at people that talk about Sancho and this and that, like, and for me, what Sancho does well is that he keeps the ball, he keeps things ticking, and you know what? When you actually look at his games, he rarely has bad games. It's just that because we have the players around him like Rashford, who then tend to kind of be more prone in the kind of counter-attacking system and what they do going forward. They make it's more visible to see Rashford rather than Sancho. But I think Sancho's quietly doing his thing right now. And if you look at the England squad now, I mean, I was thinking, what a joke, man. Like, let's look through the England team right now, by the way.
Do you want me to just go through the full squad then?
Yeah, go on.
28 man. So Dean Henderson, Nick Pope, Aaron Ramsdale.
Yeah, makes sense.
Trent is in there somehow. Ben Chilwell, Conor Coder, Eric Dyer, Mark Guehi, Reece James, Harry Maguire. Luke Shaw, John Stones.
They've never played.
Tomori, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker, and then midfield, Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, James Ward-Prowse.
Calvin Phillips hardly played, by the way.
He's not played, no.
Crazy, man.
Forwards, Tammy Abraham, Jared Bowen, Phil Foden, Grealish, Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, Raheem Sterling, and Ivan Toney.
Apart from Ivan Toney, Saka, 1 goal. Bowen, 0 goals, I think it is. Jack Grealish, 0 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no form there. Obviously, Harry Kane, Sterling have been doing their thing. Ivan Toney has also been doing his thing. But again, I just don't understand.
So who are you saying that should be in the squad then? You're not.
I think Sancho. Obviously, Sancho Rashford would have been in the squad.
Well, let me
Rashford was injured.
Yeah,
wasn't injured. He would have been in the squad.
Right. So listen, yeah. Apparently, I can't confirm this, but I've had it on good authority that Jared Bowen's not hit the ground running this season.
No, he hasn't.
So you could say, why is Bowen in there? You know what I mean? And this is what people do. People who've not watched him this year will go, he's been mint. He was mint last year. Yeah. Apparently, he's not been that good this year. What's Trent doing in there, bro?
He's got 4 right backs in there, apparently.
He's got Trent. He's got Reece James.
Yeah.
He's got Kieran Trippier and he's got Kyle
Walker.
Yeah. However, you got to understand that Kyle Walker will also be part of the
centre back. The
centre back role. Harry Maguire's
one of 6 centre backs.
What's Harry Maguire doing in there? Do you know what I mean?
This is what I mean. Again, he said, his famous quotes was, "I'm going to pick players based on the fact that they're going to be on form and not based on reputation." And yet he's going against what he's doing. Like I said. That's why I said sod you Southgate, because I just think, you know what, man? No hope with this. He's took it where he can anyway.
So is there anyone else out of United, English lads, who should be there?
Just no.
I agree, by the way. I think Sancho should be in the squad.
Sancho should be in the squad, man. Let's be real, man. If it's based on form, Sancho has done well in the past short month that we've had in football. You know, I mean, you're looking at August and September.
But what I would
Sancho has shined more than all them forwards.
But what I would also say is Jack Grealish will get on that plane to Qatar regardless of what happens because of the style of football. So if Sancho's going to come in, it's going to be for someone like Jared. It would have to be Bowen. Yeah, because he's got to take 2 or 3 strikers. Yeah, so he's taking Harry Kane, Tony, and I think the Tony shout's a brilliant shout. Fair play to whacking him in, and Tammy Abraham's got to be in there. Now the question is, do you drop one of Do you drop an Abraham or a Tony and put a Sancho in, or do you drop a winger and put Sancho in? Do you know what I mean?
I think for me, I'd drop a winger.
I'd drop Jared Bowen. I'd drop Jared Bowen, man.
Yeah.
And I know last year he was mega. And to be honest, even this year, if he was mega, Sancho's just better than him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And to be honest, he's probably better for the international scene than Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen is a very, very good player in terms of like the Premier League, getting you goals, getting you assists, but what you need in international, you need players who are just very calm on the ball. And hear me out here, I'm not saying Jared Bowen isn't good on the ball. I'm just saying you need to be at a
You need to make
level.
it count though as well. In the international stage, you're going to have maybe 1 chance, 2 chances.
Yeah.
And when I look at Sancho, if you look at his shot conversion rate to his goals, it's unbelievable. The actual kind of like the ratio between the amount of chances he has and goals, it's actually ridiculous. So for me, props to Sancho. He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're on a Wednesday night. We're on a Thursday night. It is what it is. You guys did the job. Haaland, listen, man.
What a goal, man.
How much more can we talk about this guy, man?
Do you know? Did you see the stat that if he continues his current goal rate, he's going to end up on 102 goals? That's if City get to I think all 3 finals. Obviously, it's unlikely, but we got close in the past.
Yeah. But the ratio is like mad to even think that.
Yeah, 102 goals, bro.
Realistically, that's easy. What, 30 goals, 35 goals? If you actually look at realistically.
Yeah, realistic. What, are you just talking the Premier? Or are you talking all comps?
Well,
he's already on 11 or 12 goals.
You know what? You know how we had Messi and them doing mad 50 goals.
Well, someone said to me apparently Messi in one season done 72 goals.
Yeah,
across all
competitions. Yeah.
Do you think Haaland? On a real, no bias.
No bias. The only thing is,
I
think the La Liga and Premier League, I think we've got more tougher oppositions.
You say that, but we got back-to-back hat-tricks.
I know. You know what? And the fact that now you've got a main man who then is... You know them times when De Bruyne would pass it in and spam the crossing and nobody would be under it? This guy is on the end of it. And he's scoring karate kicks.
Yeah.
Did you... I don't know if you analysed that, but what was a kind of expectancy goal in that kind of karate, because the ball was going away.
Oh, the XG
on that.
Oh, I have no idea, bro. I mean,
mate, let us know in the comments. What do you reckon that XG was on that? Because it must have been
bro. You know what I said? You know what I said on the stream the other night. Yeah, we obviously do watch alongs, by the way. So if anyone wants to go and watch our streams, come along. But I was like, you know, a lot of his goals, they're ugly goals. You know what I mean? Like, not all of them. You know what I mean? But like that goal, it was an ugly goal. Like, I don't get how he's got his leg that far up you know, in the air, and like managed to get a contact on the ball, and then got the power to put it past the goalkeeper. Like his legs are up here. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. In fact, this will be a good one for the comments. How many goals? No bias, because I know a lot of people on the society stream. I know a lot of people say United fans. No bias. How many goals do you think Haaland's going to get this season for City in all comps?
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
What do you reckon? Give it a number, bro.
I'm going to go with...
He's on like 11 or 12 already.
32.
All comps?
No.
Nah, give me all comps.
Give me all comps. You might get 40, you know.
40?
40, yeah. 40 all comps.
So he needs like what, 20?
You get 25 or 30 in the league.
Yeah.
And then he'll get... The rest of them he'll get like... But it just depends on whether... The thing is, it just depends on whether Pep Guardiola rotates him. And the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup.
Well, in them 2 years. I don't think he'll rotate him in the Champions League or the...
No, Champions League won't.
Because he wants to. The thing is with the Premier League, it takes so much out of the team because it's so relentless that he won't rest Haaland, because he'll want to just get this league boxed off as soon as possible. Easy,
man, easy.
Haaland's...
And then focus on that Champions League.
Yeah, and Haaland wants Champions League goals. He's probably already looking, him and Mbappe, already looking at Messi and Ronaldo's numbers and going, I want to beat that. I want to beat that. Do you know what I mean? Haaland's already got more goals than Ronaldo at his age. Haaland's on the head start. So he's looking at Ronaldo going, I want your record. But if Pep starts messing him about, he's like, you're doing me a disservice here, bro, because I want to finish my career. You know, you could theoretically find Erling Haaland finish his career if he stays at City, overtakes Alan Shearer's / Harry Kane. It'll be Harry Kane's record. And the most goals in the Champions League. Is that good?
The only thing is, because of his body type, I don't know if he would... Like his physical endurance. I could be wrong.
A lot of people have mentioned
maybe underestimate, but maybe his physical endurance by 28, 29, it might start to wear off.
A lot of people said because he's only 22 and he's grown so much. How long will will his body be able to withhold all this sort of intense? Especially when we're playing every 3 days. So this is where the medical staff, the physios, Pep Guardiola rotation. Look. You might have to say to Haaland, I know you want to play, bro, but I can't play you, man. I've got to keep you fresh. I've got to keep you rested. Of course. So that's where this is where all the sort of backroom staff all come into the equation. It's not just Haaland and Pep, you know.
Of course.
But I think he could do 50 goals all comps. He's already on 12, bro.
If he does, mate, it's gonna be a madness. It's gonna be talking about goals and what he could do for the Man City. You're part of the North. Before we kind of pick our teams, I think it's a good idea, mate. A lot of people have come out and said, "Oh, it ruins the integrity of the league and this and that." But I think, like, when you look at the integrity, what integrity have we got in the Premier League? We can't sort VAR out. You know what I mean? We have a pointless Community Shield that we do every year.
I just think I don't see this North versus South ever going ahead, bro. Because the clubs won't allow it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So you're not going to let Haaland play in a game for.
What if it substituted the Community Shield?
Nah, because that's still City. I know no one classes it, but it's still a trophy. It's still a Manchester City.
So you celebrate that one,
Oh, I'm partying. You know what I mean? I go all night. But you know what I'm saying? It's still a Manchester City. City are not going to let Haaland go and play in the North versus
South. I think it would be So what you're trying to say is that you're looking down on everyone else. I think Man City, Liverpool are thinking, nah, we're all good. We got so many competition. I think it'd just be exciting for the Premier League and
it might be exciting, but you'll be the same thing. You know what I mean? Imagine Suey Boy got injured last season, you'd be crying your eyes out.
You know what it is, though? But then you can get injured anytime, though. Like, this whole idea that all of a sudden you get injured.
But look, we played a useless friendly for charity against Barcelona, so respects for that. Calvin Phillips injured, out for 3 weeks. In a friendly in the middle of the season.
That could have been anyone, Do
you know what I mean? It's just like...
But it's still a good idea, and I think the relegation
one was a good idea, and it provides content.
What about the relegation idea? Do you not think that was a good one?
What was that idea?
The four relegation battle where it's a competition, and then they have a relegation battle basically like a playoff system,
like a playoff, but for go
I think it would be good.
That'd be pretty cool to me.
That'd be exciting.
You know what they could do? And they do this. I think they do this in Germany actually. Is so the bottom two get relegated. No. Yeah, so the bottom two get relegated.
And then the other one's a playoff.
And then the other one goes into a playoff with someone from the Championship or something like that.
Yeah.
So then you get two automatic... I don't know how you do it, do you know what I mean? But you could do the two automatic promotions in the Championship, and then whoever wins the playoffs in the Championship...
The only thing with that one is, because how grueling the championship is here. So imagine you had that championship, all that, and then after that, it was based on one game against a Premier League opposition. But you never know.
You play the bottom of the league opposition. You play like a team like
I know, and also, you know, I mean, they're on the upward, and they could be a downward. So
true,
you know what I mean. So then it's like case of right.
True, and that's an L mentality anyway. Because you're like, oh, I don't want to play this team who's bottom of the league in the Premier League because we might not got
right. And let's
you know what I mean.
Let's get our teams in, yeah. So let's get some piece of paper, yeah, and then let's make our team. And people in the comments, yeah, you make your team as well. Like you guys make your team.
I'm gonna be interested to see some of these.
I'm ripping Steve's paper, so Steve, sorry mate, but right, you go make your team. Who do you want to be, South or North?
You know, I'll go South. I'll go South.
On then, you go South.
I'll try. Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna go with.
Are we reading them out? Yeah, we got to read them out.
Yeah. I'm going with Alisson in goal. I think for me, Edison's a great keeper, but I just feel like Alisson's more rounded in this game.
No, I can't argue. Are you
going
to go yours? Or I'm
go on, you go, your keeper.
Right, okay, so I'm just going to basically just keep it simple. I'm just going to do like London, innit? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I can't be asked like north of the border and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So basically, I guess my only options really is Mendy or is it Ramsdale at Arsenal?
Ramsdale at Arsenal, yeah.
I can't think of too many more. But you know what? Mendy, something not right with Mendy at the moment, man. Like,
nah, he's been dropped now. I don't know if he's injured, but he's been dropped by Kepa
when he
for the first Champions League game.
When he first came into Chelsea, he was like, right. He was
I know. But I found out a lot of flaws in his game that people didn't talk about.
Yeah.
Matisse, you should know that.
Do you know what? I really, really like in Ramsdale at the moment. I think he's He's a bit like a shitter version of Alisson, I would say.
Yeah.
Like a worse version of Alisson. I think he's good. He's decent on the ball. Not as good as Alisson or Edison.
He doesn't have any star qualities apart from kicking.
Yeah, but
it's a decent shot stopper.
He's not
decent at everything.
You're right. He's not really got that many star qualities, but he's not an awful goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
is it steady, Eddie?
I'm gonna go for him.
Ramsdale, yeah. Right back. A lot of people are gonna want me to put Trent, but I'm not. I'm going for Kyle Walker.
Big question marks over Trent Alexander-Arnold at the moment.
Honestly,
I think his future's up for like, what happens here? Do you think he should be moved into midfield, bro?
I think he should. I think he will get exposed sooner or later. Like Grizz keeps saying to me, he's 23, he'll still learn, but I feel like you know what you are at 23, 24, like that kind of age. It's not an excuse anymore.
Not only that, bro, he's costing Liverpool points. He's costing Liverpool goals. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would just personally, if I was Klopp, I'd just try him. I'd just say to the world, I'd just buy a right back, in January or whatever, or next summer, and just say, I'll buy the right back. I'm trying Trent at midfield. It might not work. It might work. Who knows? If it don't work, I'll put it back right back, and we'll just have to deal with his defensive issues.
Of course.
He's so good going forward.
Yeah.
Try him out in midfield.
I know.
So who you go for? You got Kyle Walker, big shout.
You go Kyle Walker, yeah.
It's easy, isn't it? It's easy, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Bit of RJ. Reece James, isn't it?
Reece James, yeah. Quality right.
Do you think he should start for England at right back?
I think he should start for England.
I think so as well.
Yeah. I think he's more balanced and he's better defender. So
you got Trent, who's meant going forward, and Walker, who's sick defensively. And you got him in the middle, who's just like good at both.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know good at both.
I go Reece James. I'm a City fan.
So I'm going to go with the left back first. I'm going to go with Robertson. Even though he's not on the greatest of form, I think overall he's still a quality
not
left
Cancelo.
back.
Not Cancelo. Bit of balance there because you got Kyle Walker on there.
You know what?
Come on, bro. We'll just make your.
To be fair, Kyle Walker. You know what? I'm gonna ditch it then. I'm gonna play Cancelo right back.
All right. Okay. Fair.
Yeah. Cancelo right back.
I hear that. That's all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna play Cancelo right back.
Right. Okay. Left backs for me then. So who am I looking at? We obviously got Zinchenko at Arsenal. You've got Ben Chilwell, you've got Cucurella, you've got Robinson at Fulham, who's decent. I think if there's anyone else who's proper standout, who's at Spurs? I forgot Spurs was a team.
No, they don't really have it's Perisic, innit? They don't really have a standout left back.
Do you know what, man? Just because everyone's going to go like Cucurella and that, I'll change it up a bit. I'm going to go by Robinson at Fulham, you know, just to change it up a little bit. Because I got a lot of people in our streams when we were looking for a left back saying. This Robinson at Fulham is big. A lot of Americans in the stream saying, on a real, like no bias, he's American, but we think he's going to be really, really good. So just to change it up, everyone's going to be.
Everyone's going to put them in.
I'm going to give Robinson a shout.
Right, I'm going to go for the 2 centre-backs. I'm going to go for... Diaz
Shout.
and
If you
Van
put,
Dijk.
oh, I got a question on that. Bro. It's fallen off, man.
You know what it is,
It's
yeah?
fallen off.
I think if I was to put like the 2 that would be the most outstanding for the past couple of years, I know he has fallen off.
He was not good last year. Ever since his injury, bro, he's not been the same player, and that's not. I don't get pleasure in saying that. You know, I mean, it's a shame because he was fucking sick when he was in form. But the last 2 seasons, he's not been the same.
It's not been the same, yeah. But this one I'm looking at. I don't want to base it on form. I don't want to base it on. I want to just give it like a feeling of, you know what, the north versus south. If you were to put like an all-star in there, but then again, I think Varane gets a notable mention. I think who else gets a notable mention? Maybe what do you call it? Thiago Silva can get in there. But I'm going to stick with them 2, Diaz and Van Dijk.
Right, okay, so for me, obviously not Gabriel at Arsenal, because don't rate him at all. You got obviously the Ben White. You got it's all right on the ball. If you got Chelsea, then you got Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva's got to be in there, surely.
You know what? Because I really, really, really rate him. I'm gonna go big boy KK in it. Koulibaly, bro.
Koulibaly, yeah.
I rate Koulibaly. I was one of the few people, man, when they signed him who backed that.
Yeah. I wanted him 2-3 years ago. Quality centre back, man.
He's only 31.
31, yeah. But then again, he can still peak at, like, you know. Look at Thiago Silva, still showing it.
Who else, man? Who else is cutting about in London?
I thought you'd have put Saliba.
Saliba's been. I've not seen him enough, to be honest, bro. I've heard obviously mega things about him, but I've just not seen him enough, man. To
Lewis Dunk. I think he does well sometimes. I think
he's definitely.
Or Anderson at Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Who's the other lad that they have at Crystal Palace?
Mark Gay.
Yeah, he plays centre back, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I want to be, I'll change it up a little bit, man. And I think Thiago Silva. I can't have Thiago Silva and KK next to each other, although that's what Chelsea do. Obviously, the 3. This is a tricky one because if you look at like North. Yeah. North slams South on the
easy.
You know what? Man, I don't know, innit? I don't know.
Go for Thiago Silva.
You know what? Nah, I'm gonna go. This is a big one. But I'm going Ben White, bro.
Ben White,
just to try and pass out from the back, innit?
Okay,
I'm thinking tactics.
Right, I'm gonna go for Rodri.
Yeah, best centre defense.
Yeah, in the world. Rodri, CDM. What are you going for?
I genuinely think, by the way, now Manchester has the 2 best CDMs in the world.
Yeah, easy.
I said
Casemiro, yeah.
Got me Kante in it.
Yeah, Kante.
I know it's not been like the same Kante for a long time, but
yeah,
like you said, in it, like we're going off the player. Kante CDM.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with KDB.
Big.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, going to change it up a little bit, yeah, but these are players that I love. ESL. Oh, that's not it.
Who's that?
Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe.
ESR.
Okay.
Emil Smith Rowe, big player. Underrated by a lot of people, man. I think he's proper good.
Cool. KDB, I'm going to go with Ericsson.
Okay.
Balance.
See, this is where I've got some good options, man. They're doing all right in the south here. Obviously, I've got Odegaard. Who've they got? Chelsea, sort of like Mount. Mount's not really done much recently. Other options have I got here, bro?
Got Partey. If you need it.
No, I want like a proper attacking player. I could go Mount, but do I go Odegaard?
Yeah.
Again?
Could do.
2 Arsenal
2-8s.
What is that all about?
Yeah.
You know what? Unless someone will cut me in the comments for this and say, you forgot about this guy. But we're doing it on the fly, innit? Research.
Right wing. I'm going to go with... See, the thing is, he's been off form, but ultimately, he's been the guy. Last season, he's been there. Obviously, he's had a slow start to this season, but Salah on the right wing. Yeah.
My right winger... In fact, I'm going to come to my right wing in a minute because I'm just going to do the easy one for now because then I can have a think about it when you're doing yours. Obviously, big boy.
Yeah.
Kane up top in it. I'm going to go my striker and then I'm going to do my wingers, bro. Because I need to think about my wingers.
Okay. Left wing, I'm going to go with... So, you've got Diaz, you've got... I'm going to go with my guy, Jadon Sancho.
Okay.
Left wing.
For me, I'm going to have to probably go Sterling on the right wing, putting balls into Kane, just like he does for England. I know sometimes he does play on the left now and again, but Sterling, right wing, you got Odegaard feeding Sterling in there, boom, ball into Kane, 1-0.
And obviously, the main man.
Oh, pains you to say it.
Haaland.
Not Suey boy, nah.
Nah. Haaland.
Oh, for me, right? Okay, this is an interesting one then. Left winger. So
you've got Saka.
I think he's overhyped, bro. I think he's a little bit overhyped. I really like Martinelli, but he's not really done it for a while. So I'm looking at sort of Chelsea. Hudson-Odoi, what's he doing these days?
He's nice at Bayer Leverkusen.
Has he gone? Yeah.
Yeah. You've got Martinelli. You've
Son,
got
innit?
Son, yeah.
Right.
Son.
And you know what? That's so disrespectful to Spurs, man. Like throughout the whole thing, I basically didn't even include Spurs in that whole thing.
Yeah.
And you could argue they're our main title rivals, the way Liverpool started. Yes, bro, that front three.
So, my team for the North is Alisson in goal, Cancelo right back, Diaz, Van Dijk, Robertson left back, Rodri, KDB, Eriksen, Salah, Haaland, Sancho.
Yes. Mine is Ramsdale in goal, Reece James, Ben White, Koulibaly, Robinson, Kante, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Sterling, Kane, and Son.
There we go, people. Who would win that team? Let me know. And what would the score be? Let us know in the comments. And make sure you guys are liking the video. It's free to like the video. You guys, obviously, we haven't got no game. You guys have got Wolves, tricky opponent. It's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're not that good, but then it's like they've got quality in their team. Nunes,
do you know what it is as well? The way that they're set up, that team, Wolves,
it's European night, it's basic Champions League.
I know. They're very good, at setting up against decent teams.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So when they play Liverpool, when they play City, Spurs,
do you reckon there could be a shock in this?
I
said on a big 6 here, but it wouldn't surprise me if there was a shock in this.
Oh, of course.
12:30 kick-off.
Of course, City. All I would say is City have to go Foden, Haaland, Alvarez.
Easy.
Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, and then I would personally look at probably Cancelo. I don't know whether you go Akanji or Stones, Diaz.
Akanji's been solid.
Akanji, mate, what signing, mate? 15 million quid for him.
I know, man.
Wow.
He's literally a guy for City just to filter in the background. When you need him, come on.
Yeah.
He's solid.
But he's played 2 games in a row now, and he's looked good both times.
Mate.
Like, I don't even know.
Mate, you have to get back in that team, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of centre-backs.
He's back in training now. Everyone's back in training, mate. We've got a big competition for that centre-back role. That's what you need. You need competition, innit?
And they're all relatively young. No one's like above 30, is it? They're all 28, 26, 25.
Good ages, man.
So, you know what I mean? I think it'll be a tough one, but I think you'll get the job done, man.
I've gone for a 2-1 win. So.
Yeah.
But it's going to
kind
be
of
close.
ease it back in.
I don't think, because the thing is, people said, we slammed them last year, 5-1 or whatever, but they was on the beaches. It was towards the end of the season. They was on the beaches. I don't think they could get any higher in the league, and he was going for a Premier League title. So you can't compare, man. It's going to be a completely different game. Early kickoff as well, which is stinky, innit? So I've gone for 2-1 anyway. I think it's going to be close. Yeah.
But there you go, people. Obviously, we've got no game. The first game back is... People, be ready. Next, I think not next week, but the week after, it's going to go down, mate. You might see a special guest. You might see, what do you call it? We're going to be at the Etihad as well, by the way. For that preview, we're going to be at the Etihad. At your stomping ground. We're going to be there for the Manc talk. Also, next week, we might do a little like fun little stuff. So if you want us to do a little quiz... Maybe test our knowledge on Manchester.
Yeah.
Maybe do some what was it? Agree to disagree. Something or, you know what I mean? We'll just try and find out some questions. So if you can let us know any questions you want to answer us, let us know, people. And then we'll answer you, man.
Do it.
You know what I mean? And we'll try to switch you. But please support the Manc talk. Like I said, Manchester United and Man City, we'll try to keep it respectful. It might get a bit heated, but at the end of the day, we're still rivals. And you know what? We're here. We're here for the Manc talk. Make sure you go follow City Extra, Lewis doing big things over there, man. And yeah, man, we'll see you next time.